What's good, YouTube? Back with another reaction. Look, we got 500K or a dinner date with, or let me say not a dinner date, but a dinner with Jay-Z, man. What's Jay-Z? Fuck it. I ain't got 500K, so I guess I choose the dinner with motherfucker Jay-Z, man. But shit, we about to watch an interview by Jay-Z, man. Hopefully this shit good, man. Hopefully you talk some real shit, but let's get to it.
The first time I wrote a rhyme that I thought I could do is, I'm the king of hip-hop, renewed like the Reebok, the key in the lock with words so provocative. As long as I live, when I caught that pocket, I was like, oh, I got this.
Just off the bat. Just off the bat. Oh, I got this. Okay. Okay.
My early years, I had this big green notebook. My mom had got me this notebook, and I was just writing, and it used to be sideways and slanted and just like a mess. And I was writing really small because I didn't want anybody to read what I was writing. In my teenage years, I moved further away from the house. And as I moved further away from the house, it was hard to like hold these things. I had to retain these thoughts. I didn't write anymore in that little green notebook. I wish I had it, man. I'm really, I never kept up with things. That's a whole different experience. I'll tell you about that. That was the first time I made a demo. Jazz and Big Daddy Kane in Brooklyn were the two guys at that moment. And the connector was Fresh Gordon. You know who Fresh Gordon is?
I know because I read it.
Oh, okay. Fresh
And
Gordon
so-
was a super connect. Everyone used to be in his house. Fresh Gordon
I just seen a
actually
video
really,
recently
I
that
believe, did the Push It beat.
he has
sold it for like
Afro
$5,000.
now.
That's the folklore. I don't
Damn,
know if
that's
it's true.
crazy.
But
He
you
cut
go
his
to
dreads.
Fresh Gordon house and Marky D be there, Pepper, and then he had like all the computer equipment. His house was beautiful, incredible. So anyway, in that house, the two guys were gonna meet up. They was gonna make what we call a mixtape now, and everyone was talking about, yeah, who's that kid? And so Kane was like, I want to work with you, and I made a demo with Kane, and it was the first time I was like, oh, I can make songs. And that was I played for my uncle. He's like, man, get that shit out of here. I was like, I'm gonna be better than LL Cool J. It's like, get the fuck out of here. But my uncle loved me. He was protecting me in that moment the way he could, cause I was dreaming too big for him. He was like, let me let you down. It don't happen like that in life.
Right.
Whoa.
I ain't gonna lie, that's right though. It just don't happen like that in life, but it does for some people, man. It's all in God's timing. It's all in God's timing.
After 96, all the material that's on Reasonable Doubt was pretty much already like in my head. The thing about that album is the freedom in it and how naive I was. I didn't know anything about the music business. I wasn't trying to make the greatest song or, Streets is watching. The third verse is like 68 bars. It's not like 16 structured bars that I know is like be palatable for the audience. What I was thinking during Reasonable Doubt was when my guys hear this, it's gonna be like their mind's gonna be blown because we just left Vegas and this tells the story of our whole trip. They're gonna go crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I never watched an interview
completed
or heard him talk more than 10 minutes.
Hand on wax.
I'm being
That
so
was it. I was trying
completely
to make
honest.
music for guys who were in the street and living just like us.
Like I fuck with Jay-Z, like I fuck with Song Cry and shit like that, but like
the emotions
never heard
that
him
we
talk
were
for
dealing
more
with,
than
not
10
just
minutes.
like the highs, not the Lexus, and then that was part
still
of
taking
it,
the 500K
yes,
though.
Like that's the eye candy, the Lexus with the TV sets, but the interior feelings and emotions was really what I was trying to accomplish as a writer. Like, how do I go even deeper to like, I'm gonna tell you what you were thinking when you were doing that, because it was exactly what I was thinking. I know exactly how you felt in that moment when you felt that paranoia or that exhilaration, whatever it was. I've been around this block too many times, rock too many rhymes. Most times I come up with the flow first. You may have heard like people like he does his Rain Man in the studio. Cause I'm just like, dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to work out the pockets and then I'll fill it with words. What Biggie had was a jazz pocket that we didn't really know we was listening to until later on. one of his neighbors was this like jazz musician who would take him to like shows and things like that. We knew Rakim was come from a jazz background, right? So we understood that I got to tell the lyrical now, down. So he's mimicking a horn, but Biggie was so unorthodox that it was like, Jesus. That's just jazz, improv. What he was doing.
Yeah.
I don't come from a musical family, like no the instruments, but it was just so much music in the house that it just was innate in me to think musically as well as I thought lyrically. Even the first album, when I didn't know what I was doing, I listened to some of those pockets.
He'll teach you some game about music. If you really want to become a rapper, this is what you need to really watch.
Yeah, collaboration is important to me because again, it's almost like another ingredient, and let's see how we can create a song that is authentic to all of us. The artist wants the other person to have a great performance because you want a great record. You don't want to have a performance where you're just your verse is just obliterating someone and then no one wants to hear that verse. That's not good for the song itself. I'm a fan of songwriting, so I want to know that the outcome. I'm curious to see how how this is gonna turn out. What is Pimp C gonna say on this beat? He didn't like that beat in the beginning. It was just like, hey, Jig, man, that's too.
Yeah, with some songs, bro. Nowadays the beats haven't been hitting.
He was making like
bro, we need somebody to be hitting some beats, bro. Like, come on, like some good producer, somebody.
Really cool.
This whole music, this rap game is falling. This rap game is falling, bro. My opinion. This rap game is in a downhill.
Most memorable verses.
Y'all rap about bullshit now.
Cause me and Bun is like it's the thing.
Y'all rapping about bullshit. And if y'all want to spin us about some like real shit and actually having some good flows like this shit, bro, what the music industry would be rock it up. But the rap game is so washed.
When I was like, what is he doing? And then by the like fourth bar, I was like, oh my God, just beautiful. Like on Brooklyn's Finest. I didn't get to hear that till maybe a month later. So I did all those little parts. I'm saying, what's your name? Who shot you? And Biggie filled those in. And when he was like, in Faith have twins, she probably had two pox. I was just like, oh my God, it's just such a good line. It's just so good. And it was just so, he was one of those ones who ain't run from like controversy, whether it made him look bad or not. Like, most people ego wouldn't allow them to say that. And it was like one of the endearing qualities that he had as a writer, black and ugly as ever. And then one word was so powerful. However, black and ugly as ever. However, anything he said after that was gonna be amazing. Those are little tricks as a writer that that you everyone's trying to accomplish. I can't say everyone. That's that I'm trying to accomplish. Like when I'm writing, is like just a word that just changes the framing of the thought in a powerful way in the shortest amount of time. Because that's hard to do. Like if you got unlimited, God did verses. I'm gonna hit on something because I'm writing through so many pockets. I'm gonna hit on a bunch of things. But if I got 8 bars, if you think about like fronting, like that was a very condensed, hard verse to write. You got 8 bars to convey your thoughts and get out of there. Every time your name was brought up, I would act all nonchalant in front of an audience like you were just...
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete
inside the audience, my audience.
It's going to be possible, or vibe coding meets...
Those is when you got to sit down and really just like, make sure every measure counts. Guess who's back? It's a challenge for the pen, like when you create it for someone else, and especially people that you respect. Dr. Dre, I grew up obviously a fan of him and Snoop. This is Dr. Dre coming off, leaving Death Row. I know where he was trying to go because I've been there a couple of times with like Kingdom Come and those things. So he's trying to make, he's like, I'm leaving this place and I want to mature. So for me, it was just natural to like get into his psyche. Like what would he be thinking right there? What would I be thinking? I would be thinking, I have to remind people that I'm Dr. Dre. That's where Still Dre comes. Still.
Dr. Dre is the name. I'm ahead of my game. Still.
It's like a challenge for you as a creator. For me, that's where I really thrive. Like when I'm challenged to like do a thing, to make a word mean more. It's triple entendre, quadruple entendre. That's when I feel like I'm at my best. You know, you can pin yourself in the corner and say, I'm gonna write a song about, you know, alcohol. And I'm gonna just like find lyrical exercise is a better example. So now I'm just gonna take all these references, you know, about bars and sit-ups and chin-ups and things, and I'm gonna make it make sense, and it can't be corny. It's almost like a cooking show. These are the ingredients I got to work with. I'm making this type of meal, and I have these sort of things, and that's it. You take one of your arms and you tie it behind your back. That's a challenge, but it's a challenge as a writer that you relish and you want.
What good is a menage a trois when you have a soulmate?
444 was, I mean, the toughest thing I had to write, and not lyrically, not the greatest metaphors I've ever created, but like.
All right, y'all. I'm probably end it right here, man. I'm tired. I'm about to get some food, but don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications, man. Damn, I appreciate the support.
But to do it,
I'm gonna tune in y'all next time. I'm out.
And to sit in that.